Today we will start Unit 4, Session 1, Entrepreneurship and its Impact. In the previous class, that is class 9, we had studied about what is entrepreneurship. So we know that entrepreneurs are the persons who set up a business based upon some idea. They have some idea, innovative idea on which they want to work. They work upon that idea to cater to society, while they take certain risk and work towards its growth to create profit. So these are the persons who are quite different from others. They got some idea and they want to work on that, taking the risk. Sometimes they may get failures also. So they give up by the failures, but they would get up and work upon their idea again. So entrepreneurs are the person who are innovative, risk taking, they have a good management, and so on. In this class, we would study more about this entrepreneurship and its impact. Entrepreneurship has a great impact on our society and country's economy because they raise up the money, they help the people to grow, they provide the jobs to the other people, as well as they make India or the country independent. So, our first topic today is entrepreneurship and society. The growth of society is very much linked to the growth of entrepreneurship in a country because innovative products and services are solution to many people problems. All these and much more is the result of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurs, as it is said, raise the standards of their own living and at the same time others too, as they are creating the jobs for people and wealth for the society. So entrepreneurs and entrepreneurship contributes to great to the society. The following are the ways how they are helping the society to grow. The first is entrepreneurship creates jobs. An entrepreneur is a job creator. It helps many job seekers to find the jobs and help the government and economy and the society to grow. Therefore, leaders often term entrepreneurship as a modern form of patriotism as it creates the jobs and help the country to grow. The second impact on society is entrepreneurship helps raise the standard of living. Both the employment generation and innovations from problem solving help raise a society's overall standard of living. New technologies and innovations developed for solving some existing problems directly or indirectly impact people's quality of life. They affect the quality of life positively. So, entrepreneurship truly helps in raising the standard of living. For example, automation in an industry reduces production cost and help faster production, and it helps the customer to get same goods at lower prices. The third impact is successful entrepreneurs are the role models which generate more entrepreneurship. When an entrepreneur becomes successful, it sets up a role model for the new generation. Youth always gets inspired by those role models and they also want to become like that. Successful entrepreneurs like Ritesh Agarwal, Tatas, Birlas, Mukesh Ambani, etc. became role models for the youth, inspiring many more entrepreneurs to follow. The fourth is community development. Entrepreneurs invest in community projects and also provide financial support for social causes like education, public health, and so forth. Some entrepreneurs invest money and create solutions to help poor people have access to necessities such as clean drinking water. For example, now and then we hear about so and so person has donated for this cause. For example, Aziz Premji of Wipro Limited donated crores for promoting education through schools in many states across India. So, these entrepreneurs make the profit not for themselves but for community and society also. An entrepreneur not only earns the profit for himself but for the society and the country also. He is actually doing much more for the community and for the economic growth of the country. Here are some contributions of the entrepreneurs to the country's economy. Creates wealth. For these startups and entrepreneur ventures, the entrepreneurs invest money and also attract funds from investors and lenders. This way, they not only money gets mobilized but also more wealth is generated, benefiting the entrepreneurs, lenders, investors, and employees of the venture. The generation of more wealth contributes to economic development and in turn in social development of the country. The second point is contributes to the growth of overall economy by stimulating the growth of related businesses. The entrepreneurs stimulate the growth of related business and sectors that support their own business. For example, as we all know, in the present era, there is boom in IT companies, especially the software development companies and other networking companies. And as a benefit of that, other associated industries like call center, network maintenance companies, hardware companies, education and training institutes, etc., are also getting benefits and are flourished. The third point is regional development. Entrepreneurs are encouraged by way of various benefits and concessions to set up their infrastructure in less developed and backward areas of the country. This promotes growth in infrastructure like roads, rails, better electricity and water supply, schools, hospitals, etc. These would not be available in such areas otherwise. So, the growth in the new business and supporting businesses add to the regional economic growth. Fourth point is GDP and per capita income. The micro, small, and medium scale enterprises account for 37% of country's GDP and employs more than 8 crore people, contributing to increase in per capita income. So, any new addition in these enterprises will utilize more resources like land, labor, and capital, and in turn, it will develop new products and services, thereby adding to the national income and per capita income. Fifth, exports. A growing business would look towards expansion to foreign markets through exports, and this would help to build and use the latest technology and processes to comply with global standards. It leads to currency inflow and more stable business revenues even when local slowdowns are observed. So, this way, entrepreneurship helps in growing the economy of our country. Next point is how entrepreneurship contributes to an individual. We had seen entrepreneurship is contributing and helping social development and economic development of the country. Apart from that, it also contributes to the personal development of an individual. So, let's see how it is contributing to the personal development of an individual. The first point is entrepreneurship gives independence and freedom to set your own schedule. Second, individuals get to work on what they believe in, that is, their passion. Most of the youth have their own belief and ideas, so they can work with their passion. Flexibility Third, to work from anywhere, from home, from office, from a virtual office, and so forth. Next point, it makes one own boss. One has the full control of the team and the company. Although, whatever the size of the team and the company, but the person would be the own boss. He would be taking his own decisions for the benefit of his company. Next point, an entrepreneur solves problems which improves the lives of people and gives satisfaction to the entrepreneur. Next, it earns an individual much respect. If the business gets success, there would be a lot of fame and wealth. But if there is a failure, the entrepreneur would be the sole responsible. Seventh, entrepreneurs, if succeed, are able to create wealth. Eighth, entrepreneurs aid in personal growth in terms of critical thinking, creativity, how to handle adversity, become more decisive and confident, and less dependent on others. So, while in the course of setting the business, the entrepreneurs get all these qualities developed in them. They would be able to handle the critical situations by critical thinking. They would develop creativity. They would handle the adverse conditions more better, and they would become more decisive and confident. They would be able to take the quick decisions without any hesitation, and they would be less dependent on others. So, these are the benefits an individual would have on behalf of becoming an entrepreneur.